Hi everybody, this is a little bit messy out here. I'm standing out here in Florida, and I'm growing a giant pumpkin. I'll guarantee you nobody has gotten ever this far. But this is what I'll show you what I have underneath my blanket right here. In 1 second. Most of you guys think that giant pumpkins are absolutely 100% not able to grow in Florida. But first of all, yes, they are. In fact, I have made it through hundreds of diseases at least. And using all different kinds of chemicals to actually make them be able to get to the size. I am having a little bit of trouble right here. See it? But that's because I haven't been using it as a daily basis. And I'm having a lot of trouble with these right here. There are these beetles that eat all the pumpkins and the plant. I've been spraying for those. And basically, show you where the vine starts. That's a broccoli plant right there. Pretty big because it got close to the pumpkin plant where I've been spraying that giant fertilizer. And basically, I got bees around me. Stand still, stand still, stand still. Okay, I'll have to zoom from here because I don't know where that bee is. But that's where I started my vine. No, I think those are just flies. That's exactly where I started my vine. It goes all the way down to there. Just to give you an idea how large the vine actually is. That's pretty big, because each one of those fences actually is 10 feet. So the vine starts about right there, cutting all the way down there, maybe about 30 to 35 feet. And these are actually giant pumpkin varieties. I am standing out here in Florida. And now I'll get to the big part. Now usually, I'm just doing everything right as a regular pumpkin grower do it. Giant pumpkin grower. But I'll guarantee you, there's been like 2 people that got this far. Because basically, mine's a little bit bigger than those 2 people. Look at that. This is actually, that's a foot light. That light is actually a foot high. That's a big pumpkin. My shoe size is a foot. As you can see. That is a huge pumpkin compared to what other people tried to grow them in Florida. Now, most Florida's farmers with giant pumpkins, it's so hot, literally like really hot, they usually just get past, hardly even past here. They don't even get past that. And basically, what I have here is a 30-foot vine. Now, my trick is to start them in August. Grow them all the way to maybe October. So basically the whole year round. Because what's the problem is, it's too hot to actually grow them in a regular basis of heat. Like the regular farmers do. I go all year round I actually gotten bigger pumpkins than that before, but the problem is, if you don't cover them at all times, which I'm already breaking my law, but you have to cover them at all times. Give them just a tad bit of sun. See right there? Tad bit of sun. And basically, you will have a pumpkin. It is guaranteed to be possible to grow them in Florida. So what I was talking about earlier, you have to start them when it's starting to get, it's a little bit hot, but then basically you want to start them in fall. And then go all the way around the year back to fall. Because the plant is not mature enough to handle heat. And this one is. When it starts off cool, which really isn't cool in Florida, it's basically the right temperature. I do everything right, except I started them in a different time. I started them in August. And here's what I did. I took them under a lamp, or a flashlight, or whatever you call it, and basically, it grew. Now the leaves are about that size. Started right here. And basically, I knew I had it going that August. Now, the lucky part we had some hot heat. And what the problem was, those hot heat caused diseases to form. And it killed. Luckily it came back, but it killed from here to there. See that? And a wonderful success. It's kind of hot out here today, but a wonderful success. I've gotten so far, and I'm so proud of myself, because these giant pumpkins are actually growing at this rate. I do hand pollination. I do everything right. Now, those of you who are on YouTube, you probably think I'm crazy growing giant pumpkins in Florida. But look how far I got. It's about maybe a little bit bigger than my hand. If I were to hold it like this, it'll be bigger than my hand. So I am really proud. And that's where the other one kind of cracked because I forgot to cover it. I made up a law for me. So basically, I would not take it underneath the sheet and just leave a little bit of sun. But that thing just like that. It just cracked once I lifted it up and put it back down. Pop! The whole thing split in half. Now, if you want to stop that from happening majorly, and you want a wet cloth, and basically you just put it all in there. You just basically wet it. Wet it. Okay, enough of the foolishness, because, and it will just damp it, and it will keep it from overheating. Now, it takes a lot of water, but it takes a lot of water, I mean. No, it doesn't take a lot of water. It takes 100 gallons of water, probably for the whole year. So, 100 gallons of water for the whole year. Maybe 200. Because, as you can see right here, it's kind of dry because I have cantaloupe growing in here, and I need to water again. But you can tell that is wet soil. It's almost like cypress soil. And I have that pond there for a reason. It really dried up during the summer. I mean, not the summer. The winter. It got hot. Like overly hot when it's supposed to be cool, and it just dried up, gone. I had a cypress tree in the middle of that, But then I decided to grow pumpkins, and I'm doing really well over research and everything. So I'm really proud of myself. I'm sorry I've been talking, but I want to get into something different about the instructions how to grow these. I've gotten most of the instructions done if you've been listening to my fast talking, because I gotta go somewhere today. And never mind. There's no male flowers around town today, because they all just dry up in the seat. And that's why it's hard to hand pollinate. But that's why you gotta wake up like when it's still dark. When it's still dark. I'm talking 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock on the dot. Because once that flower opens, once that flower opens, it will basically open really wide, and you just rub it. Rub all the pollen. One second. You basically just want to rub the male flower onto the female flower's pollen stamen. I'll get a different one to show you the female flower's pollen stamen, but you want to rub the male flower pollen into that little stick nub. Just rub it all in there. And you gotta get a lot, because Florida's different. So basically, let me go ahead and show you from this plant right here. It's kind of harsh, but I want to show you guys this. What it looks like inside. It looks like a bunch of rings. It honestly does. Still carefully peeling it. So it looked like a bunch of rings, as you can see. And you just want to rub it all in there. As you can see that. If you guys have any questions on how I did this, email me. Well, I don't have a phone number, but email at ZODonnell, ODONNELL, repeat, ZODONNELL, at rocketmail.com. Repeat loud and clear. ZODonnell, ZODONNELL, at rocketmail.com. One more time, because it's kind of not clear. ZODONNELL, ROCKETMALE. Whoops, I did mail. You get the point. Not that kind of mail, but MAIL. So, .com. And so, I have to write it down when I get inside. My awesome house. And I'll show you what it looks like. I'll write it down. So basically, I can go inside. Kind of messy in here. Try not to show much of the clutter. 1 second. I'm going to put you on hold. I'm rolling video for you too. Okay? I write sloppy, but ZODONNELL@rocketmail.com. Thank you for watching my giant pumpkin video. I really appreciate you watching. Hope you learned a lot from me. Thank you. Bye.